Two ball clubs, one division. Diamondbacks baseball as Arizona goes up against the Colorado Rockies. It's Major League Baseball 2K11.
And here is Adam Wainwright. What a pitcher he is. Will he lead his team to victory? Well, we're about to find out. National League West, where the action today will feature the Colorado Rockies. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. We get ready for the first week of MLB on 2K Sports. What is this Arizona lineup going to see from him today?
Adam Wainwright does not have an overpowering fastball, but he can command it and locate it. He'll pitch hitters inside to keep them off the plate, then throw that backdoor breaking ball, one of the best curveballs in the game.
Now we got a chance to take a look at the lineup for the Diamondbacks. Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Well, one of the great clutch hitters in the game, Hideki Matsui, guy that's driven in many a big run for his teams. Look for him today to try to get some guys on base in front of him and deliver the big blow for his team.
Number 7 man at the plate. He'll be receiving the first pitch of the game as we get set for baseball. The pitch from Wainwright. That curve is just a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Last night, Rockies losing. And after that losing in Game 1, time to try and salvage this 3-game set against the D-backs.
Well, they hit a little bit of a mini skid here right now. They've dropped their last 3 games.
In the infield, Wainwright. First out of the ball game taken care of right there. Now we'll take a quick look here at the Rockies and how they're going to be fielding defensively. John, who's a factor for them?
Well, Buster Posey, Gary, I mean, you talk to pitchers around baseball, when they say, look, I don't have to shake this kid off, that tells you that they have the utmost confidence in him. He's a natural leader and possesses a strong throwing arm. He's the complete package behind the plate.
Their number 2 spot at the plate.
Well, another outstanding season for Adam Wainwright. And you have to remember, when the St. Louis Cardinals won the World Series, who was the closer for him? Adam Wainwright. They converted him to a starter, and he has just done what everyone thought he could do. 2.42 ERA with a 1.05 WHIP, both career best in 2010.
First pitch was a strike, 0-1 now. And for Adam Wainwright, the numbers John was talking about, he had a 20-win season. That's the first time he's done that, Steve.
Listen, he also had 5 complete games, 2 shutouts, and pitched over 230 innings. But what I like is he takes that closer mentality and that role that he served in a couple years ago, and he brings it into the starting rotation. When he's in a jam, he knows how to put up zeros.
There's a swing, a little flare to shallow left. That's the second out.
It looked like he was on it, but he just didn't quite center it. It just ends up being a soft liner to the shortstop.
Oh, in the batter's box. Two outs, bases empty. Hit hard on the ground towards third. Sandoval gets it. No, not in time. Close play. He's at first. Ooh, bounces away. Here's what the Rockies have coming up in April. This Arizona series ends today. They'll have tomorrow off. A division rivalry. They face the Dodgers. Great series there. That'll be a 2-game home series. And then a road trip. They'll match up with the Pirates. Runner on first, 2 away. That fastball gets by him on the first pitch, 0-1.
That 2-seam fastball away is just screaming to be hit on the ground as the hitter opens up. Awfully tough to hit with that kind of movement.
Here's the 0-1 pitch, Wainwright. That one swung on, it's lined. He'll throw one to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. Good work there, Adam Wainwright. He gets through the first inning without allowing a hit. Soon it'll be the Colorado Rockies, bottom of the first. We're going to take a look at our starting pitcher for Arizona. Steve will be watching how he approaches this Colorado lineup.
Well, it's a phenomenal lineup right here. That's why this outstanding right-hander is going to have to be on top of his game to be able to neutralize some of their big bats and get the outs he needs. He has to work ahead in the count or they'll make him pay.
And Tulowitzki will take it low.
Always good coming off a 3-hit game the night before and Gives you some confidence coming into today's game.
Here's a called strike on the outer half, and it's 1-2. The pitch. He strikes out Troy Tulowitzki. A swing and a miss.
This one's right down the middle. He just swung and missed at it. Better check his bat for a hole.
The Rockies lineup looks like this. Scouting report, John. How about some picks?
Well, the athleticism of Matt Kemp, no better athlete in the game of baseball. Problem Matt Kemp has is sometimes that athleticism gets in the way of the fundamentals of the game. If Matt Kemp can be a fundamentally sound player, he could be one of the best there is. Still, though, pretty good as far as hitting the ball out of the ballpark, stealing bases, and the fact that he can chase balls down with the best of them in center field.
That's up high, and Posey does not go after it. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch, a fastball. Cut on, missed. 1-2. There's a ground ball. And he steps on first. That's the second out. Here's how we'll see the D-backs lined up on defense.
Now this team has struggled defensively as you take a look at the number of errors that they've made. Last in the division overall. So it's been a major problem in comparison to the teams they're competing against most closely.
It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball.
Credit the catcher on that one. That's a good low target setting up, and he hit the target. Good execution.
On the way. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And that's the third out. That'll do it. No hits, nobody left on, and a good defensive half inning. Nobody on the board yet here in Colorado. Middle of the lineup, due up. Leading it off, Hideki Matsui. The pitch from Wainwright. Takes a swing at that fastball. Can't connect. 0-1.
With just a little bit out in front of that fastball on that swing.
And he leaves that one alone. Hideki Matsui with some patience to even it up.
Hitting such a mental part of the game, and coming off last night when he had 3 hits, he's got to be feeling good.
He watches that one sail high. Ball 2.
Well, he tried that four-seam fastball up in the zone to get him the chase. Tough pitch to lay off of. Good job by the hitter.
Slider called strike 2.
Well, the backdoor breaking ball right there. They set up a way and executed the pitch perfectly.
Ground ball by Matsui. And Ugla picks it up. Retiring Matsui. Here's what's happening this Friday. It's going to be Vladimir Guerrero. And the Washington Nationals, they head into New York to challenge the Mets. Be sure to tune in 7 o'clock Eastern. Right fielder up.
Well, the Rockies were able to finish over 500 against their own division in the National League West, but it wasn't enough. Just a couple games didn't provide enough of a differential to win the division.
Base is empty, 1 out. That one's high. Wainwright doesn't fool him. And the Rockies within that National League West in their own division, they put a hurt on San Diego's chances by winning 12 out of the 18.
They did, and ultimately could prove to be the difference why San Diego didn't make the playoffs. But it was a series in September where San Diego came in and swept the Rockies. They kept the Rockies out of the playoffs.
He watches that fastball. It'll even up the count at 1-1. One pitch. And here's a called strike at the letters, and it's 1-2.
Good pitchers change the hitter eye level. You go down low, then you run the fastball up high. A lot of times they just look at it go by.
Curveball, that's in the dirt for a ball. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
K-Cam presents the two-seamer. Take a look.
Well, this one was running down and away, but even if he didn't swing it, it might have still caught the corner.
Yeah, John, that pitch was pretty perfectly placed.
Nothing you can do about it.
And the cleanup man stands in. Base is empty and 2 down. Pulls back on that curveball, takes a strike 0-1.
It's all about changing speeds, hitting your spots as a pitcher. That curveball down and away, nobody's going to touch that.
The pitch. He fouls that one off. That one's in the dirt. Nice stop. Curveball, that tied him up in knots. Swung on and missed. Side retired. Nobody left on base. No runs or hits here in this half inning. Nobody on the board yet here in Colorado. So glad you could join us. A chilly day of baseball. Most of you, I'm sure, comfortable where you are while the players here deal with the weather. And Carlos Gonzalez stands in. Up in the top 5 in average last year. 1 away. State Farm brings us a look at the slugging percentage leaders from last year.
Well, this is a list of hitters that strikes fear in the opposition pitching. They have to, because they know with one swing of the bat, they can change the score of the game.
And it's Joey Votto now.
And as great a season as Joey Votto had during the regular season in 2010, he has to feel like he could have done a lot more in the postseason. Perhaps 2011, he'll get that opportunity.
Votto fouls it away. One of the things that happen when you Joey Votto having a great year, pitchers don't want to throw to you. He was only 1 for 10. 3 games and an RBI in the postseason.
I think what happens is you get in the playoffs, everybody tries a little bit harder rather than just keep doing what you've been doing all season long. That's just about maturity. They'll be better next time around, and certainly Votto will as well.
He delivers. Swung on, line to right field. And Colorado with their first hit as it gets down.
Looking back to Joey Votto's numbers last year, let's see how he ranked in comparison to others. First in on-base percentage, first in slugging percentage, and just edged out in the batting title, second in the league in hitting. A tremendous season putting the ball in play. He can really hit for a high average.
Harper has a turn in the box. Votto, he's on at first. Ball! Just missed with the fastball, 1-0.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
Ready with a 1-0. This one hit foul off to the left side. Foul! Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Here's the delivery. Fastball on the black. He doesn't get the call, though, and it's 3-1.
Well, you've got to be careful right here. Look, you're down in the count 3-1. You just can't throw something in there and hope he gets himself out. This guy's too dangerous for that.
That misses ball 4. Now you got to be watching for that steal down there.
A good eye at the plate right there. He showed the discipline to lay off of that inside pitch.
And going to work, Todd Helton.
Well, to me, the hardest thing to do is to figure out whether a player's getting old or he just had a bad season. And Todd Helton in 2010 had a pretty poor season for his standards. Let's see if he can rebound in 2011 and show that it wasn't age that caused him to have a bad year.
Helton grounds it, and he scoops it up to second for 1, and they get it. They turn 2. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. Colorado still hoping to put something up. Number 8 spot in the lineup. He'll get things going here in the 3rd. Posey calls for the pitch. There's a swing and contact. This one to Kemp. That one's gloved.
Well, we've got a moment to look back to last year's Diamondbacks. Second in doubles, third in home runs. They also showed up in the top 5 in triples, and that's a real credit to their hitting and base running. Aggressiveness coming out of the batter's box.
And Kazumatsui up. One out, bases empty. That swung on and flied to right. That's going to be a base hit for Matsui.
Well, they had waited to the 3rd inning to finally get their first hit. Let's see if they can capitalize on this to produce some runs.
Our State Farm leaderboard recapping the teams that led the way in extra base hits last year. The D-backs, number 1. Second, the Reds. In 3rd, the Brewers. The Rockies 4th. And number 5, the Phillies rounded out.
Well, look for the ball to be rattled around in the gaps in this game. The balls are going to be hitting the wall. Extra base hits galore with these two teams. Two of the best at it last year in the league. And I tell you what, these guys love to hit the ball in the gaps and get in scoring position with one swing of the bat.
First pitch he let go by, and it was a ball, 1-0. In there from Wainwright, 1-1. Now the 1-1. On the ground to second. He plays it on the hop. Uggla has one. Over to first. He is safe. Almost a double play. Not quite enough time. And it rolls around to the top again. And you got to love the young talent in his rookie year. Two outs and a man on first. First pitch to him. And that ball there as Wainwright misses. At the belt, the 1-0. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0. The 2-0 pitch, a fastball, but he missed. Strike one. The pitch. Swing sends this one on a line to right center. And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. He's around third, and he's heading home. And he will score. Great base running.
Well, pitcher making a mistake right here, leaving it right over the heart of the plate. He squares it up, drives it, good contact at the plate to drive in a run.
Most of those kind of pitches are going to get hit. That's an RBI knock. Two outs and a runner on second. First pitch on the way. Let's that breaking ball go outside for ball one.
Well, if he wants a strikeout, he's going to the curveball. It's one of those ones he could break down in the dirt. He gets so many swings on it, but he's got to trust his catcher.
Swung out and missed, and it's 1-1. We don't see many pitchers, Steve, what we're talking about here, where their best pitch is that big breaking curveball.
Well, I tell you, that's why they teach young kids in the minor leagues. They teach all of them how to throw a curveball because it is a put-away pitch.
Here it comes. Taps this one foul to the right. Wouldn't offer at the curveball. Takes the count even at 2.
They went with the big curveball off the plate, trying to get him to reach for it, but he lays off.
Slider swung on and missed. Struck him out. That's going to retire the side. 1 run, third inning. That'll break the scoreless tie. Arizona's leading 1-0. Sandoval at the plate. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. That's one away. Look at the Diamondbacks, their upcoming schedule. This Colorado series ends today. They'll continue their road trip for the next series. The Chicago Cubs will be hosting. That'll be a 3-game series. After that, they head home to match up against the Reds, so they can look forward to a nice stretch. One away. Here's Dan Uggla.
Well, the most underrated player in baseball, Dan Uggla, has established himself as one of the best second basemen in baseball with the power that he has. He led the Marlins in home runs and RBIs in 2010.
Fastball in there, 0-1. And as John was talking about with Uggla, the career numbers, 105 RBIs, 33 home runs, both career highs.
How about the fact that he's the only second baseman in the history of the game to have 4 seasons of 30 or more home runs, and he's done it in 4 consecutive seasons.
Catches that for a strike. Dan Uggla called out.
When you love what he did right there, there's no time wasted. Let's go right after him and sit him down.
That's about keeping a hitter off balance, and he certainly did there.
Well, just a hello, how you doing, and see you later.
And a brief look here at the Rockies and how they ranked in the National League last season. First in triples, second in slugging percentage, and as a team, they can put the ball in play, ranked third overall in batting average, really showing that ability and the depth of that lineup to hit for a high average.
2 outs and nobody on. Now Tulowitzki in the box. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by. The career batting average for him, .241 off the D-backs. Here's the pitch. Ball! And he leaves that one alone. Troy Tulowitzki, good patience, even count.
Trying to get the ground ball out, you throw that two-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Called strike inside part of the plate, even at 2.
The pitcher really rearing back and throwing. He's got everything working now, commanding the strike zone with that fastball.
Full count. That misses below the knees. That'll run us to the full 3-2 count.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Payoff pitch. That misses ball 4. The potential tying run on base.
Well, after a long epic battle, this at-bat ends in a walk? Are you kidding me? Someone should have got struck out or someone should have got a hit, but the hitter will take the walk.
Now, 2 outs in the inning, you put the tying run on base with a base on balls. Not what you want to do, because that also means the guy at the plate is the go-ahead run. Big mistake.
A runner on first with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Posey. Fastball is high, 1-0. And Steve, what he's got to do now, you want to get this final out right here.
You got to be very careful right here. You know, you don't want to say, hey, I walked a guy, let me throw one right over the plate and get ahead, because the hitter was sitting on a pitch down the middle.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Buster Posey can't make contact. It evens the count. He hit a .396 number last season against the D-backs. There's a ground ball. Number 4 throws to first. Side is retired. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. D-backs still out in front. Number 3 slot up again here. Grounded out his last time through. The pitch from Wainwright. Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1.
Well, you can tell his timing way off after seeing him swing at that four-seamer.
And that's on the black for a called strike. 0-2. And that one gets popped way up behind the plate. Had a look at that one, but can't come up with it. Curveball got him, one away. That's working in a hurry right there. He didn't mess around wasting pitches.
Well, what that did, that pitch selection did, Gary, was keep the hitter off balance. And when you don't waste pitches, you put the hitter back on his heels.
And it's Hideki Matsui in the box now.
When a lot of guys leave the New York Yankees in them pinstripes and that comfortable surroundings in Yankee Stadium, and they struggle, but not Hideki Matsui. Great season for the Angels in 2010.
Base is empty with one away. Here's Matsui's first look. Off-speed pitch is in there for a called strike. Boy, Matsui, guys, what a boost he was for the Angels. 21 home runs, 274, second on the team in RBIs. And a lot of people thought his career was done.
Well, Hideki Matsui's always been that professional hitter, that RBI guy. You love to have him come up in those situations. He still showed some of that as an Angel. It's going to be interesting to see, though, if he starts to deteriorate physically moving forward.
He has to back up for it. Comes away with the out.
Well, this ball was well struck, but it stays in the ballpark. The left fielder is able to range back and make the catch.
Now our State Farm sponsored look at which teams went the yard most last year. The Reds #1, the Brewers 2nd, 3rd the D-backs, the Rockies 4th, and #5 the Phillies rounded out.
Well, most home run hitters can be pitched to. So these pitchers, though, they have to be very careful because they're facing two of the top home run hitting teams in the league last season. If you can pitch well and execute your pitches, you have a chance to have a successful game. If you make mistakes, though, runs get put on the board quickly with both these teams.
The pitch from Wainwright, swung on line to right center field. That should be a base hit.
Well, this guy's always a threat to go. He steals a lot of bases, so they're going to have to keep a close eye on him, and maybe they'll make a mistake to the hitter, paying attention to the runner.
Cleanup man in the box again. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. Two outs and a man on first. And the first pitch? Ball. First pitch fastball misses badly that time. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Gets that call at the knees, evens the count at 1 apiece. Here's the delivery. Good spot for the changeup that time. 1-2.
Well, he clearly fooled him right there. He had him thinking fastball, and he pulled the string on it. Got him to swing right through it.
Pitch out. Nothing doing, though. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. That one falls in there for a base hit. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
You want your hitters to go with the pitch. Don't try to force things. The ball's away. He drives it away.
Use the whole part of that plate and the whole part of that bat, and he did.
Kids, you want to learn how to hit? That's how you do it.
2 men on and 2 men out. Now the first pitch. Watches a curve in there for strike 1.
Now you go with the big breaking ball away. It's exactly where you want to go. Set up hard in and go soft away. Nice pitch.
Good hard slider, swung on and missed. 0-2.
Well, this one here was no doubt about it. The late break on that slider. I mean, what a devastating pitch, and the hitter just couldn't catch up.
Nice reflexes there to keep that one under control. That one was in the dirt. On the way. And this is a slider in there called strike 3. That'll do it. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. And next it'll be the Rockies getting it going. And Matt Kemp will get us going here.
Let's see if he bounces back after last night's game, striking out twice. See if he has a little bit more plate discipline.
Now Kemp gets set. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Well, Gary, they just have not been able to mount any offense here today. I mean, one hit into the 4th inning, and obviously haven't scored any runs, so they're going to have to change their approach at the plate.
The pitch. And a good eye there by Matt Kemp. Stays away from it. It's even. His career average, an even 300 against the D-backs. Outside for a ball, and it's 2-1. Here's the 2-1. He watches the fastball go by. Now it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. That's hit foul by Kemp. Foul ball. And here's the pitch. Fastball well off the mark, and it's full 3-2.
Trying to get the ground ball out, you throw that two-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
And on a full count, lost him, ball 4. Potential tying run is on.
Well, that's what you want to do. You want to have quality at bats, get that pitch count up. And I tell you what, he worked this pitcher. It's going to be tough for him to get this next hitter out after working that walk on so many pitches.
Oh, Gary, that walk right there is the tying run in this game. That's not how you want to make the opposition do it. Make them earn it.
Runner on first. And here's the first one. Really tries to lay into that first pitch, but he misses 0-1. Stevie knows he's really got to pitch now. He's put himself in a situation where he's really brought pressure on himself.
You know, these are the type of innings you get really big on you right here. It's about damage control. I know you put the tying run on, but you've got to bear down right here.
And Carlos Gonzalez looks at that one for a ball. That'll even up the count.
I drove in a couple runs in the ball game last night.
The 1-1 now. Smash towards the middle. And that'll put Gonzalez on first. Time to capitalize for Colorado right now.
A hitter can get fooled and still get a base hit as long as he keeps his hands back. That's what he did right there, and it allowed him to punch himself a single.
And Joey Votto's up. Here's a look at the matchup numbers, and they're good. 339 off Arizona. No one out yet. Runners at first and second. And they don't want to forget about him over there, but he's back easily. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Votto gets set. Here's the pitch. Oh, what a drive. He smashed it. And he drops back to the Kemp towards third. These teams set the tone in offense last year. Let's take a look. Brought to you by State Farm. The Reds #1. The Phillies in second. The Rockies third. Fourth, the Brewers. And #5, the Braves rounded up.
Well, this is a pitcher's dream when you have an offense like this on your side. You know you're going to get a ton of runs. You don't have to be so precise. You can let runs score because you know your offense is going to pick you up. The good thing about this team is they like to score runs. They like to score them early in the game. That gives your team a lot of confidence.
And he lays off one low, 1-0. The 1-0 now. Inside with the fastball, 2-0.
Well, you tried to get him to chase on those first 3 pitches. He laid off of them. Now, you might want to think about putting him on base to set up a double play.
Here's the pitch. Fastball just misses. He runs it to 3-0.
After another ball right there, the batter's at the full advantage. 3-0 count. I'm turning loose right here.
And that misses. Ball 4. That will go ahead and set him up for the possible double play here to get out of the inning. And going to work, Todd Helton. And this is what they've been working for in this ball game. Golden opportunity here. Base hit. We've got a whole new game.
You don't know how many of these opportunities you're going to get. You have to capitalize when you do. I think he's up to it.
This is a clutch hit situation. 3 on and 1 out. First one to Helton. Here's the pitch. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
Gary, we just saw the second walk in this inning, and you really have to start to question, is he nibbling, trying to avoid contact, or is he losing control?
He delivers. Strike 2. No balls. 2 strikes. Helton, a good protector of the plate. And Steve, absolutely right about those walks here. He's got himself in a jam. He doesn't get out of it. His part of the game may be over.
Well, he's finding himself in hitters' counts, and when hitters can look for a certain pitch, they can drive it. So he's in trouble.
Swung on a miss. That's strike 3. Todd Helton retired.
Here's the 4-seam fastball coming at you in K-Cam. Get a better look.
2 straight fastballs. He still couldn't catch up with it.
Well, a pitcher comes back with a fastball right after he threw one and gets the K. You know he's throwing gas out there.
Chance to drive in a run for Pablo Sandoval. 367, high number over his career off the D-backs. Bases are loaded with 2 down. Here's the pitch. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. They pick up no runs on a hit, and they leave 2 on. The Rockies still looking for a run. And it's Matsui to lead it off. And the love affair just continues, does it not? These fans have got a special way of welcoming back to town. And he lays one down here. Wainwright in time for the up.
Well, he's clearly bunting for hit all the way here, but not able to get it where he wants to, and they were able to make the play.
And their rookie left fielder at the plate. 0 for 2 thus far. Nobody on base, 1 away. The first pitch. That one's high. Wainwright doesn't fool him.
Well, that 2-seam fastball has to be thrown down in the zone. You throw it up, it flattens out, and you can get hurt.
Here's the 1-0. Really trying to drive that thing, but he missed it. 1-1. On the way. And he looks at the slider in there, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, this is great pitching right here. You throw that breaking ball around the outside corner, hitting your spot. Not much you can do with that as a hitter.
This one fouled back. Here it comes. Hit up the middle. And it's through. That's a base hit.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it. Get a good part of the bat on the ball and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just want contact, and he got it.
And you've got the lead right now with speed on first base. You have to get him going. I think, Gary, keep the pressure on. Keep trying to tack on some runs.
Otto over there. He'll have to stay tight. Ready with a 1-0. And he looks at a slider that's in there, 1-1.
This is where you want to go with the breaking ball, to the outside corner. Paint the black. Get the call. The hitter gave up on it. He got the pitch he wanted.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Lined up the middle. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
Well, he had 3 big hits in the last game, and that was on the winning side, and he's getting them going again with that at-bat.
Oh, in the box. Struck out swinging last time. One out with runners at first and second. And here's the first one. Hit sharply towards the hole. So, our State Farm leaderboard to look at the teams who hit best with runners in scoring position last year. The Reds number 1, the Cardinals in second, the Rockies third, the D-backs fourth. For the Padres, they are in that 5 spot.
Well, you absolutely love doing a game like this. 2 of the more clutch-hitting teams in the league last season. These guys love hitting with runners in scoring position. And the thing is, it's not just one guy. It's the whole team. These guys love it. They like getting guys on base, and they love bringing them in. They're going to make the pitchers work extremely hard in this one.
First pitch. Ball. Too far outside, 1-0. He waves at that fastball, couldn't get to it, 1-1.
That two-seam fastball down and away. It's awfully tough to center that ball and make solid contact. That time he couldn't even make any contact.
Pitch on the way. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. That's 1 out. Whoa, they just bungled that one. That throws to the wrong base.
He's got a shot of getting out of this now. Big timeout. Now he's got 2 down. He's only 1 out away from working out of this jam.
Two outs, bases loaded. Here's Matsui's first look. Ball! And Wainwright's pitch too low, taken for a ball. So now the big left-handed bat, Hideki Matsui with the RBI chance.
Boy, I tell you what, this guy is so underrated in this lineup. He is one of the best clutch hitters in baseball today.
At the belt, the 1-0. And it's fouled away. Blow it outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, he went for the backdoor slider right there, but he laid off the pitch. Good eye.
The 2-1 pitch. 2-1 delivery of fastball, taken for a call, strike 2.
Well, they set up down and away. They throw it down and away. That's how you can be effective as a major league pitcher.
Swing and a miss. 3 strikes on Hideki Matsui, and he's down. So Adam Wainwright is heading off to the dugout. He has 6 strikeouts now. And next it'll be the Rockies getting it going. Bottom of the order to get things started. And it's Dan Uggla to lead it off. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike.
Well, he's doing an outstanding job keeping this offense off the board. And San Jose's had a handful of base runners so far in this one. The 4 runners left on base, but, you know, they've been able to make pitches and make plays when they needed to.
Good eye by Dan Uggla. He lays off that one to even the count.
I looked locked in last night the way he swung the bat. Good stroke, good contact. See if he can't get it going again today to add those 2 hits from yesterday.
Here's the pitch. Takes a swing at that fastball. Doesn't get to it. 1-2.
Well, that two-seam fastball away is just screaming to be hit on the ground as the hitter opens up. Awfully tough to hit with that kind of movement.
Good eye by Dan Uggla. He lays off that one to even the count.
Well, he tried to go outside on the outside corner with that fastball right there. Just got a little bit off the plate. He's got to be careful, though. You don't want that hitter to get his arms extended.
Swing and a hot shot. And that puts Uggla on first. So that brings up Troy Tulowitzki. Here's a look at the league leaders at the plate last season, brought to you by State Farm.
When you look at these hitters, they're really the guys with the most versatility. The ability to drive the ball to left field, to right field, and hit the fastball, the curveball, the slider. There's really not a pitch these guys can't hit.
He definitely brings a lot of attention to his at-bats. No one out and a runner on first. The pitch. Tulowitzki, ground ball. And there's one. And there's two, a double play. Here's a look, 4-6-3 on the double play.
Now, that's the way they teach you, whether you're at second base or shortstop. One fluid motion, get it out of the glove and get rid of it.
And it's Buster Posey standing in. Two outs, bases empty. Here's the pitch to Posey. Fastball misses away. 1-0. The pitch. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away. 2-0. That is fastball, 2-0, and he missed it, 2-1. Look at the numbers in this matchup, 396 against the D-backs. Two-one pitch. Swing and a line drive. That's going to bring Matt Kemp up. Here's a look at the State Farm leaderboard. The players with the most triples last year. Number 1, Jose Reyes. Second is Carlos Gonzalez. Third, Matt Kemp. Fourth spot held by Ryan Howard. And sitting number 5, it's Andrew McCutchen.
Speed is such an important asset in baseball because it impacts the game on the base pass, and for a hitter to run the bases, these guys can fly.
Posey is on at first. Now Kemp gets set. That's off the plate away, 1-0. Last season, a big 3-11 against the D-backs. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0. He deals. That's hit foul by Kemp. Now the 2-1 pitch. And now Kemp has the 3-1 hitter's count.
Well, this is your dream when you're in the on-deck circle before you go into the batter's box. If you can get the count to 3-1 and in your favor, you know you have the upper hand.
And that misses. Ball 4. The potential tying run in scoring position.
He went with a fastball in a 3-ball count, which is what you want to do most often. He just couldn't throw a strike.
And that will bring Carlos Gonzalez to the plate.
Well, 2 outs in the inning, you don't want to give a free pass. Make them earn it. As long as you keep it in the ballpark, it doesn't hurt you, but that walk can come back to haunt you.
Kemp on at first base. Posey's on at second. And Gonzalez settles in for his AB. First pitch. And the first pitch was a strike. Got about 0-1 right now. And with the walk surrendered as it was in the inning, you got to keep your composure now and not give in here.
Well, he certainly doesn't want to give up an extra base hit right now to allow that run to score, so the defense has got to be playing no doubles.
And Carlos Gonzalez looks at that one for a ball. That'll even up the count. His career average, a solid .351 lifetime off Arizona. Changeup misses, and it's 2-1. Here's the delivery. Lays off that time, but it's in there. A knee-high strike. Evens things at 2.
The hitter thought that ball was inside. It certainly wasn't low, and it looks like it was in there.
Tough pitch to lay off that time. Full count, 3-2.
Well, that's just some good old country hardball right there. Forcing fastball up in the zone.
Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And they're going to have to eat this one. He is in standing up. And he gets in there without a throw. And count the run. Game tied.
Now the pitcher left this one over the middle part of the plate, right where the hitter can make contact. Good piece of hitting.
Boy, with the run scoring there, that's a pretty fat pitch in an RBI situation.
Keep the rally going.
And Joey Votto's up. You got to credit this lineup at an important part of the ball game. They've come back to tie this thing up. What a time to do it.
Well, he came up big in that critical situation, Gary. Good at bat right there. Now he's tied it up.
This at bat underway. 1-0 after that first pitch missed. Just checking my contract, Steve. It says here I'm obligated to say this is a brand new ball game. There he goes for second. Strike one. And his throw. He is out. Great throw. They pick up 1 on 3 hits. Strand a man. They're all knotted up in Colorado. Sixth slide up at the plate again. He had a single in his last time up. First pitch on the way. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. As he retreats back for it and gets the out. Up again their DH. 1 for 2 in the ball game. One out, nobody on. The pitch from Wainwright. Curveball just misses. 1-0.
They went with the big curveball off the plate, trying to get him to reach for it, but he lays off.
A 1-0 now. There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. And Gonzalez takes care of that one. 2 down here in the inning. Catcher up to the plate. Called out on strikes in his last appearance. Base is empty with 2 outs. First pitch, here it comes. And Wainwright's pitch too low, taken for a ball. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0. Here it comes, 2-0. Oh, and he spins a slider in there for a strike.
I don't think he liked that call very much, but the reality is he couldn't hit that any day of the week. That's a great pitch.
He watches the fastball go by. Now it's 2-2.
He's painting the black away with that fastball, Gary, hitting the spots and with great velocity.
That one's going to be down low, 3-2.
But if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
3-2 on the way. And he gets under that one. And there's Posey for the third out. Not a lot of action in this half inning. Nothing on. Still knotted up here in Colorado. Middle of the lineup coming along. And for those of you catching up with us, hi. I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Votto into. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. That's one away.
Shortstop makes a nice play right here, Gary. Good feet at that position. Gets the easy out at first.
Harper gets a turn here. Walked in his last plate appearance. One out, nobody on. Line towards second. In there, and this is going to be trouble. And they can't cut it off. It'll roll to the wall. He's going to try for 3. And he is safe at third ahead of that play.
Or when he shoots this one toward the wall, you know he's thinking 3 all the way. And with his speed, he makes it there easily. Now, with only 1 out, the manager has a big decision how they're going to pitch to this next guy.
And it's Todd Helton in the box now. Struck out swinging his last time up. One out with a runner at third. First one to Helton. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there, 0-1.
Well, guys, when does age catch up to you? It looks like, though, it has caught Todd Helton big time. A big struggling season in 2010. Let's see what's left, though, in 2011. Maybe he can rebound.
And Todd Helton watches that one go by. The count is even. Now, John, telling you about Todd Helton, one number that jumps out at you, his lifetime 361 average at Coors, while last year hit 273. That's a concern.
Yeah, I'm not sure so much the numbers that speak to his age as to his health. Those back problems really hampered him, and that inability to rotate affected his ability to drive the ball with power.
And the decision's been made. Sign goes out walking.
And it's not just respect they're dishing out. It's a bit of strategy, and they're going to go with a reasonable gamble, playing the odds.
We will now see in this key moment Pablo Sandoval. The RBI leaders last year. Let's take a look. Brought to you by State Farm.
Well, these are the run producers right here, the guys that ultimately decide whether your team wins or loses. They can pick up RBIs in any situation.
Two men on, one out. First pitch on the way to Sandoval. Fastball in there for a called strike. His average last year, solid 283 against the D-backs. Here's the pitch. And Pablo Sandoval watches that one go by. Count is even.
Well, the starting pitcher right now is over 80 pitches, and this is a time when the manager and the pitching coach have to keep an eye and see if his velocity is dropping. If it is, you might want to think about getting him out.
Missed with the fastball outside, 2-1.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch, just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of, that hard fastball away.
The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Pablo Sandoval not making contact. Count is now even.
It's hard to get the kind of action you want on a two-seam fastball up in the zone, but his location away caused it to be effective anyways.
Fastball is low that time. The count runs full.
Well, that's the pitch you want for the ground ball out. That two-seam fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Just couldn't quite catch the plate. Good eye by the hitter.
The 3-2 pitch. And Pablo Sandoval is struck out. Big swing and a miss.
Well, he keeps the runners right where they are, so now he's just an out away from working his way out of danger and keeping this game tied. Dan Uggla has some real pop in his bat, and you can just feel the magnitude of this situation. He wants to get a big hit.
He had 7 hits, 22 ABs last year against the D-backs. Base hit his last time. Runners at first and third with 2 away. First pitch to Uggla. First pitch way out of the zone, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Uggla. Count now knotted up. .270 lifetime batting average against the D-backs. Pulls him that time with the off-speed pitch. 1-2.
Now 2 strikes on the hitter. They're a strike away from getting out of this jam with the game still tied.
The 1-2 pitch. Good eye by Dan Uggla. He lays off that one to even the count. A shot up the middle. Oh, he's got it. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. So they pick up no runs, 1 hit, and strand a couple. They're all knotted up in Colorado. And it's Matsui to lead it off. He bounced out his last time. Here's Matsui's first look. He swings and nails a liner. And he's on. That's the go-ahead run.
Well, a nice piece of hitting right there. You get on base to start the inning with no outs. And, you know, all it does is you want to just keep the line moving if you're the guys behind you.
And the number 8 spot rolls around. Trying to get here. Just 1 for 3 thus far.
Now he can run. Matsui will steal a base if you don't keep him close.
Votto over there. He'll have to stay tight. Ball. And Wainwright misses outside, taken for a ball.
A great movement on that two-seam fastball, trying to start it on the corner, running it off the plate. The hitter just laid off.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away. 2-0. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses badly. He's in danger of losing him. Here it comes, 3-0. And he gets this one over for a strike, 3-1.
He takes that strike to go to 3-1, but still a hitter's count, looking for a cripple pitch right here.
And he lays it down. He'll try to beat it out. And Votto picks it up. And he throws on to first for the out. Put away.
You want to get runners in scoring position, and sometimes you have to lay the ball down and get them advanced. That's what he did right there.
And if this runner scores, we'll go back and take a look at what just happened and say thank you very much.
Good team baseball right there.
Up now, their second baseman.
Pitchers are judged by how they do in the postseason, and Matt Cain couldn't be any better than what he was in 2010, helping the Giants win their first World Series as the San Francisco Giants franchise. An unbelievable postseason for big Matt Cain.
In the box, their rookie second baseman. I think the word about Matt Cain is ice in his veins. I mean, that's apparently why he is able to stay so calm all the time, no matter what the situation. For someone to do that at his age is really amazing, Steve.
Yeah, I look at it the same way, Gary. I mean, such poise in the playoffs, and he had some of his best command in the playoffs as well. When the stress was the most and he was his most fatigued, he elevated his game and was at his best.
No balls, one strike. Here's Cain. 1-0 is a curve and a called strike.
Great stuff from the pitcher. Now he's ahead 0-2. He can go in so many different directions.
Fastball got him, 2 down.
Now we're going to get a chance, Gary, to see the four-seam fastball in K-Cam. Got him to chase that ball down and away. Good pitch, not real good execution by the hitter. They better be careful, Gary, with him on second base. He can run, and he has the ability to read the pitcher and get a good jump as well.
And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike.
It's important for that pitcher to get the first strike in there. Now he can go in a number of different directions.
The pitch takes one off the plate to even the count at 1.
They went with the big curveball off the plate, trying to get him to reach for it, but he lays off.
Strike 2 with a swing and a miss and a fastball.
Now 2 strikes on the hitter. They're a strike away from getting out of this jam with the game still tied.
The 1-2 on its way. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. They pick up no runs on 1 hit and leave a man at second. Still knotted up here in Colorado. And it's Troy Tulowitzki down to lead it off. Here's the pitch. Tulowitzki, ground ball. Throws in time to first. What a play. Makes a terrific play and a fine throw.
Well, this should have been a base hit. The hitter thought the ball was going through, but a tremendous effort keeping it in the infield and getting the out.
Buster Posey batting now with 1 away.
Well, a lot of the so-called experts didn't think the San Francisco Giants would have enough offense to contend in the National League West, but little did we know that Buster Posey would come up and be inserted in the middle of the lineup and produce runs like he did. You talk about a guy who did everything he can to help his team win. Buster Posey, to me, is a star for years to come.
Here's the pitch to Posey. First pitch, curveball, swung on and missed, 0-1. Guys, Buster Posey was given time to get to the major league level, and then time when he got here. I mean, he started playing at first base just so he could settle in, and then they moved him behind the plate, and we'll see where that goes, probably to the Hall of Fame.
Well, I tell you what, I think he
hit in the dirt. Number 7, 2 away. Here's a look at the hitting champions from around the league last year, courtesy of State Farm. Pitch on the way. This is in the air, straight away left. And that's out number 3. No strikeouts, but you talk about confidence. 4 pitches, 3 batters gone. We're all knotted up in Colorado. In the box, their third baseman. 0 for 3 to this point. And the first pitch. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
Oh, Gary, that's a great four-seam fastball, but when you lay it down the heart of the plate, you know you're at risk for the ball getting tattooed. Unfortunately, the hitter didn't swing.
Swung on and ripped towards second. Picked up by Ugla. And he's on board. Close play, but he beats it out. Oh, he's there, but he cannot make the catch. Batting, Hideki Matsui. 1 for 4 in his career against Matt Cain. A runner on first, no outs. Here's Matsui's first look. Ball! And the pitch out, nothing doing that time. The 1-0 now. Line shot into center field. And he gets it down. After coming up empty in this ball game, finally gets one going his way.
Gary, that base hit to center field right there. You know, he was ahead in the count. He gets the pitcher to have to bring it back in over the plate with the fastball, and he was ready for it.
No one out yet. Runners at first and second. The pitch. Fastball too low. 1-0.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. 1, because it gets ground ball outs, but 2, it sets up his other pitches.
Ready with a 1-0. Off-speed pitch waved at and missed. 1-1. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. Now the 2-1. Swung on, liner to right. 1 down. That keeps those runners at first and second.
Well, it's a big first out right there, but he finds himself still in a jam, in a tie game. Going to be absolutely critical to be aggressive with the next hitter.
Runners on first and second with 1 out. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. At the belt, the 1-0. 1-0 pitch, change up in there. 1-1.
Now, Gary, the pitcher pulled the string on this one. It looks like a fastball, and then it just dies out as it gets to the plate. Good late movement.
Oh, 1-1 pitch, fastball, high, 2-1.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
Here it comes. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. Now it's 2 down. Runner on his way to third.
Well, that's a huge out right there. Now with 2 down, they've got a legitimate chance of getting out of this inning with the game still tied. Well, tomorrow's headlines are going to be written right now.
Hasn't had much success yet in this game. He's hoping to get something this time. 2 men on, 2 men out. And here's the first one. Starts him off with one at the knees for a strike.
Better to go after the fastball when a guy has quality secondary pitches. Even though it's down to the zone, you've got to swing at that.
There's a swing and a liner towards first. And that's going to do it. Votto's there. And heading to the dugout, it's Matt Cain. And here come the Rockies. Home half of the 8th. It's Carlos Gonzalez. And Gonzalez settles in for his AB. First pitch. 0-1. Swings and misses at the fastball. 0-1. Swing and a liner to right center. And that is in there. The go-ahead run on base.
We'll take a peek back to last season for Carlos Gonzalez. Here's how he ranked. First in batting average, first in hits, and he was second in triples. That ability to think 3 out of the batter's box. When he hit the ball in the gap, he was hustling all the way, and the third base coach waved him around.
Here's Joey Votto. Gonzalez leading off first. Here's the pitch. A swing and a hit. Matsui. That's 1 down. Harper settling in. Tripled in his last appearance. One out, man on first. First pitch to him. Lays off that one outside edge, and it's a strike.
That's a quality pitch. That palm ball with the deception and the location on the outside corner, very effective.
A swing line to left center, and that one is in there. His second hit today.
He gets a letter high pitch, a good pitch to hit, and he takes advantage of it. Nice job.
Hitting from behind is not an easy thing to do in this game, but a little easier when the pitch is up there.
You throw it over the plate like that, it's going to cost you.
And it's Todd Helton in the box now. Lifetime average .319 off the D-backs. First one to Helton. Here's the pitch. First pitch is outside, 1-0.
Now throwing that palm ball up and away can be dangerous. You want it to pitch, you want down in the zone. Let's see now if he comes back with some hard stuff.
Here's the 1-0. That swung on, hit on the ground. It's 1 and 2. A double play. 7 pitches and it's done. That's how you save your arm and go deep into a game. We are still tied here in Colorado. Bottom part of the order will get their chance offensively.
Kaz Matsui is a tough out and a tough guy in this sort of situation for the pitcher because you know he's looking for contact.
Key moment and one of the game's best here in the last hut shot towards the hole. Retiring Matsui. In the box again, their left fielder. Last time through, he had a sacrifice bunt. Base is empty, 1 out. And the first pitch. And he tries to get one down. That ends up foul. No balls, 1 strike. Here's Kane. And he tries to lay off, does, but it's a called strike, 0-1. He deals. Line drive left of the bag and foul. And he changed up for the strikeout, 2 away.
Well, this thing just about stops as it gets to home plate. The hitter could have reloaded a couple times if he decided to swing. Instead, he just wanted to watch it go by. You can feel the pressure now. You feel the excitement, the energy in the stadium. Late game excitement.
One of the league's best players. This is right where you want him. Last inning, he has a chance to be the go-ahead.
Now, Gary, a bit of a stare down between these two right here, trying to get into each other's head a little bit. They know a home run changes the game.
Base is empty and 2 down. Here's the first pitch. Swing liner back up the middle. And he's on. That's the go-ahead run.
Well, he's having a heck of a day so far. Just third hit of the game in this one. They just can't seem to find an answer for him.
Oh, is up now. He stands in now with 2 down. Possible go-ahead at first.
Well, look for them to be very aggressive on the bases here. Possibly an attempted steal.
Runner on first, 2 away. First pitch on the way. Ball. Catcher can't control it. He delivers. This is right there for his strike, 1-1.
Well, he's got a good four-seam fastball with good riding action to it, but he finds the heart of the plate here. Unfortunately for the hitter, he didn't swing.
Fastball gets away from him there, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Hit sharply towards the hole.
He goes right with the pitch and slaps the ball into left field.
And if you try and pull that pitch, you're probably not even going to get the bat on it.
That's a ground ball to second base if he pulls that one.
Two down. Runners at first and second. The first pitch. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
It's important to get that first strike. Now the pitcher in the catbird seat.
The pitch. Slider in the dirt. Good block. Spin and a throw back to second. Didn't look like he was going anywhere. Gets back easily. On the way. Slider can't find the zone. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. 2-1 pitch, and he watches the fastball go by for strike 2. Fastball is low that time. The count runs full.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
The 3-2 pitch. Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. We're all knotted up in Colorado.
Pablo Sandoval out there right now. Look at that look of determination in his eyes. He clearly wants to come up with a big hit.
The home crowd is hoping, and this may be their final hope, maybe their best hope, a chance to win it here in the bottom half of the last inning.
Well, the crowd electric right now, excited on their feet. They know 2 of the game's best going head-to-head.
Here's the pitch. Swing, hot shot. Oh, my, that almost got him. I don't know how he got out of the way.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
Runner on first base, nobody out. First pitch to Ugla. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by. Here's the delivery. And it's 0-2. Ugla, he'll be swinging. Anything close.
Tough spot for the hitter. Down 0-2. You got to protect right now.
Oh, tough one to lay off right there. That fastball. 1-2.
Well, he tried that four-seam fastball up in the zone to get him the chase. Tough pitch to lay off of. Good job by the hitter.
Here's the pitch. And they pitch out. Nobody's moving. And this is popped up on the left side. That's one away. It's Troy Tulowitzki. He's batting with a possibility that winning run on first base could be his RBI.
Well, with 1 out, they have to be thinking double play. Give us a ground ball.
McCutcheon's at first base. Now Tulowitzki in the box. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Average for him last season, a very good .318 against the D-backs. Here's McCutcheon. He's running. And he's in there at second base. Here's the pitch. Tulowitzki makes contact, fouled off. Here's the 2-1. And it's 3 balls, 1 strike. Tulowitzki loves these counts. Looks for extra base hits. And that one is called ball 4, so we get a walk and a base run.
I think he was just looking to expand the strike zone, see if he could get him to chase. He didn't take the bait. a chance to see where Troy Tulowitzki ended up in the rankings last season. Second batting average with runners in scoring position. Third in batting average, and he really slugged the ball last year, ranked in the top 5 in slugging percentage. That ability to drive the ball into the outfield gaps and down the lines puts himself in scoring position and drives in runs.
One out with runners at first and second. Here's the pitch to Posey. Good rip on that one, but he missed it on 1. Oh, and there they go. Strike 2. Oh, man, the double steal worked as he beat the throw. Tries to ring him up with a fastball away, but it's 1-2.
Well, the setup man right now is over the 30 pitch mark, and I tell you, these guys are used to having quick innings and basically only pitching 1 inning at a time. The more pitches he throws, the better chance the opposition has of hitting him.
1-2 pitch coming. Posey swings, hits it. 2 away. McCutcheon's on his way home. And they win it. Game-winning run is across.
Walk-off win for the whole team, getting it done in extraordinary fashion. Everybody celebrating.
No chance for a little recognition here. Let's take a look at our player of the game. A commanding performance by the starter, Adam Wainwright.
Well, great starting pitching usually leads to wins for your team, and he came through with a great one in this one, and that's basically the definition of what it takes to become the player of the game.
And, Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
So, for Steve Phillips and John Cook, I'm Gary Thorne. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.